welcome to this brand new video here on Blurb of Rate or Slate. Thank you very much for spending your time watching this video with me. But first of all, before we go into any of the photos, I'd like to thank you guys for subscribing to this channel. We're over 200 subscribers thus far, and to be honest with you, as a little car channel, I wouldn't have thought we'd get to 200 in quick succession. So the number is climbing as we speak, which I am very proud of. I'm very happy of that. And first of all, I don't want to be boastful in any way or shape or form. You know, it's not the biggest channel I've had. Like I say, I owned a animations channel which grew to nearly 6k in subscribers. So, you know, that did very well also, but that's now gone downhill. Anyways, guys, this video is about Rate or Slate. I sent a post out not so long ago, probably about a week ago, for you guys to send your cars in, and we have had quite a number of cars come in to us in this past week or two. So let's go and have a look at some of the cars that have been sent to us recently. Okay guys, so the first car that we've got in is Ricky Williams, who owns what looks to be a Seat Ibiza FR. Do you know what? As much as I was actually thinking and looking at a newer Seat Leon as a replacement car for my Astra, but I choose to upgrade. But see, the Ibiza's like called just a Mackie's car now. It was the Corsas, then it turned the Fiestas, and I think now it's the Seat, because the Seats are more of a finance whip Mackie's car now. I mean, it could be me, but I see loads of these about with young drivers driving them. Don't get me wrong, nice looking cars. Shame about the interior. I don't think the dashboard looks quite nice on the newer Ibizas, but hey, I know it's a Volkswagen Polo underneath, but even so, smart cars. I don't know if I'd have one myself, but otherwise it's a smart, nice car at that too, and I like the colour of it. Next we have Nathan, who had, as you can see in the video, in the picture, the silver Astra Mark IV Astra GSI. He's bought himself a little Corsa B. So yeah, we've got another little Corsa B on the channel. It's a 1.6 Sport. I tell you what, I love those wheels. You know, a lot of people would probably say it's not the right colour wheels for the car, but I quite like them. It's different in Arden Blue, which to me is the most common colour for the Corsa Bs, is the Arden Blue. But hey, it's a very nice looking car. The bumpers and the plastics look better than Fuming's, and I'd probably say the car is probably in better condition than Fuming currently. Next, we've got another Corsa B from Northern Ireland. So Elliot Moore, we have another we have a 1.2 silver Corsa. I'm guessing it is that the Breeze? It might be the Breeze, I can't tell. But it's got another sunroof. Sunroofs are dying out on these Corsas by the looks of it. More and more of them are getting scrapped every day, but that looks quite clean. I saw a set of those wheels actually in the scrapyard when not long after I bought Fuming. So they were the first alloys I was looking at, and I think they are actually quite nice. But I chose the Tigra wheels in the end. That looks quite stock, and to be fair, I admire it for looking stock. Next, we've got another Corsa. Kyle Barclay has a bagged Corsa E, which I think I've seen. I might be getting confused with somebody else, but I've actually seen one of these cars before. I like the gold wheels. It looks quite angry. And see, the Corsa E's, well, the first generation E's anyways, always have some sort of yobbo smile to the front. You know what I mean? But no, I like that shape. It's the last shape of that particular Corsa, and I think it looks quite nice. Yeah, it's a Corsa. Sorry, it's a nice looking Corsa, and obviously more modern than the original Corsa Ds, which I still call these the Corsa Ds because it is a Corsa D. Next we have My name is Borat with a Vauxhall Vectra. Now, I'm sure I've seen a couple of messages on one of the particular videos, especially the one where I was taking Fuming home by... when I said comedically, I was going to say I'm going to take it easy, and then I floor it. Well, just to answer your question with that one, all that happened was the automatic gearbox just didn't want to shift down, or shift up, should I say. Anyways, your car though, sir, is a Vauxhall Vectra. I'm guessing it's a diesel. See, I've seen a trend now with wheels, why some people are painting one of the spokes of the wheels, and I've never really understood that. But for God's sakes, man, I know I owned a Vectra, but if you're going to send a picture of your car in, at least give the fucking thing a wash. Ryan Jones with, now, that is what you call an engine bay. Guys, that is an Audi V10 5.2 engine. See, I'm not sure we're supposed to be having these types of photos on the channel. I mean, some of them are quite scenic. I love the quad pipes at the end. Very, very nice looking car, sir. Very, very nice. Shane Bremer, I'm guessing that's how you pronounce your name. Here is my Mark II Clio, only a 1.116 valve. Now, I'm not mocking these 1.1s, to be fair. I had a 1.1 Saxo tow my Vectra up a bloody hill to get repaired because the gearbox blew up on the thing. So the 1.1 engines aren't terrible at all. And I had another friend who had a silver one who ragged that bloody thing to death. 1.2, bashed up, smashed up, twisted axle, everything, and it still turned on and took him to work. So the only failing point with Clios is their electrics, and I'll always say this: electrics, sensors, bollocks. But no, I like these Clios. I think they're alright. They're quite little nippy cars, and the newer ones are the same. They just beg to be thrashed. Okay, the next one is Jamie Walton, and this photo, I mean, I'm not a big lover of Fabias, I'll be honest with you, especially this type of Fabia, because the problem with this Fabia is it's too boxy. You know, you see loads of them. It's usually boy racers or a sheepman sports car, in other words, for a diesel that just smokes out and coughs up black charcoal. You know, that's the only thing I have with Fabias, especially the black ones. I like the yellow ones, but that photo just looks like it belongs at VW. You know, it looks more, it's modern looking. I reckon that should go in the VW, the VW site. It's a gorgeous car, and for a 55 plate, hey man, it's a gorgeous looking motor. Chelsea Seddon, Seddon, with an MGZR hashtag head gasket. Yeah, so do you know what? I can't really complain with these MGZRs. I've got a friend of mine who owns a 1.4, and I tell you what, that knocks the socks off my 1.6 Astra because it weighs fuck all. It is very light. They're very versatile cars. The only thing of my complaints is they're very cheap, and they're typically British because everything falls off the damn thing. Joshua Civil, who has got a Ford Fiesta that, to be honest, from looking at the back, you know, the before and after photos, it actually looks pretty nice. I mean, it does look like fuming in the way that it's got loads of stickers all over the thing, and I'm guessing, looking at that arch, you're trying to cover up a dent and possibly some Ford rust. But no, hey, that looks quite nice. I know a friend of mine who would wish he could do that to his car, except everything that makes the car move and other bits that I will not get into tend to be letting him down. Oh, and what do you know, here he is, Knight Rider himself, Scott Javis, who had the Corsa that I mentioned in one of my last one of my last Rate Or Slate videos. He ended up crashing that, and obviously we tried fixing it as best as we could. So he bought this, which in his own words is probably a piece of shit. But otherwise, you know, he's done a few things to this. You know, he's changed the wheels by the looks of things. He's put Knight Rider lights behind the Ford badge. But I tell you what, that car has been nothing but a problem child. Anyway. Okay, next we have Adam Gear with a gorgeous BMW. And he actually sent me a link as well to a video of when he was getting stuff done to it, and he has spent loads on this thing. And I tell you what, the only thing with this particular BMW is they're full of electrics, so when they go wrong, people have or can't afford to repair the damn things. And considering this is a 56 plate, unless that's a private reg, that is an achievement to keep such a car like that on the road, because they're dying out very quickly. I'm not a big fan of the colour of the wheels you've got on it, but hey man, I mean, despite it looking like a drug dealer's car, that is quite a nice looking car. I've always had a soft spot for that particular shape, even though many didn't like the shape and thought it looked ugly. Those particular cars are just big, they're huge, they're fat, and for a BMW, it's typical BMW German. Next, I'm pretty sure we may have seen this Audi before. This is Jordan Underwood with his automatic Audi A3, and I love those wheels. Those turbines just make that look nice. And do you know what? I like the turbines of the Astra GTCs. They're the sort of, you know, they're called turbines. These look like proper turbines, and with that colour car, that year of car, that looks quite nice, so I rate. Okay, and now we've got Joshua with an automatic Honda Accord. It's a 1.8 petrol auto. He paid £525 for it, and it's in, I'm guessing, like a burgundy wine red sort of thing. But it's a W reg, and this car reminds me of the car that was squashed on Car Throttle with a tank. Trevor, was it called? But no, hey. It's a Honda Accord, but an old one at that. You know, I'd say it's probably one of the unkillable Hondas you can buy these days. So hey, 1.8 auto, what could possibly go wrong if you're using it as a daily driver? Again, I can't really complain, because look at Fuming when I bought her, she was completely stock to the bare bones, and nothing more. So yeah, nice car, nice scenery. And yeah, I don't know whether to rate or slow. I'll slated it anyway. So okay, and the next one is George Morris, who has got another Honda Accord with a fat ass wing on the back. Look at that. I think even your partner is amazed to see that wing on there. I'm not sure about the wing on the back. I mean, it's hardly an Evo, but hey, no, it's an Accord, and that's accordingly all I can say. Jordan Hughes. For fuck's sakes. A trolley with a racing seat. Now that's the kind of shopping trip I do in Demon Tweaks. And finally, guys, we've got one more car left on our list for today's video, and that is an Astra Estate. So this is from Mike Price. He says, please rate or slate my Astra 1.9 CDTI 8 valve. Please don't confuse this with the 1.7 or the 16 valve variant, as this is the best engine they did in this particular car of mine. Now, I was having a chat with a friend of mine not so long ago about these Astra Estates, and you know, talking about the Astra H Estates and the Astra J Estates, and both of them are downright gorgeous. Now, I'm not sure, correct me if I'm wrong, that these 1.9 engines have the M32 gearbox. I could be wrong, but if that's so, that would be my only downside with this car. But otherwise, I would call it a hearse. I know a friend of mine local who has, well, there's two people I know who have the exact same car in the same colour, probably not the same engine, but otherwise very smart looking cars, and I can see why they did them in the Astra van versions, because they look cool as fuck as well. It's a shame they didn't do them in the Astra J's, because I think they would have actually been pretty good workhorses considering. But no, I like my Astra H's and I do like the Astra Estates. So guys, that is the end of this video, and if you haven't already noticed, which I'm sure you would, we've got blurb plates. We've got plates for our own channel now, and obviously we've got a photo of fuming up there as well. So it's the channel's getting popular, and I thought I'd treat myself to something like this, and they're actually pretty good quality, the plates as well. There is a yellow plate, it's up there, but yeah, it's I'm very happy with the subscriber count at the moment, and I can only thank you guys for supporting and watching these types of videos. And the Rate or Slate videos were actually quite highly requested from you guys. I had loads of emails and messages of when's the next Rate or Slate coming out, can I add my car into the video, and you know, how can I say no? Because I'd like to see any of you guys, any of your cars join into this channel, and that's what I like to see. You know, it doesn't matter what car it is, you know, whether I rate it or I slate it or I do all sorts with that car in terms of, you know, I don't mean to offend, so please don't take these criticisms or positives personally. You know, it's my opinion of that particular car. You guys probably have your opinions on the Corsa, you know, and so some of you might take it as harsh criticism or positive criticism. I had a friend of mine who told me these Rate or Slate videos are too long, and I admit they are, so hopefully I fitted everybody in a quite good time frame. So anyways guys, I'd like to thank you very much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't already, then please subscribe and leave a like at the end of this video, and tell me what you think of the channel. I would like some criticism, you know, to improve. So give me a message on Facebook, give me a message on the end of this video, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care and enjoy the rest of your day.